The second jig is going to be used to cut the peanut sockets into the face pieces of the unit. So I measured the length of the unit and marked where they would need to line up with the peanuts on the dividers. I used the same process on the first jig I made in the previous video to create this one, using double-sided tape to create the holes for the router guide bush, and then making a copy out of a single piece of MDF, again with a stopper on one end to make sure everything is squared off while it's clamped to the workpiece. This just needs to be wide enough to accommodate your router base plate and a bit of extra material to clamp onto. Now I'm cutting my dividers for the unit, so I'm cutting each piece 1 or 2 millimeters bigger than the exact size, and then I'll clamp all three together and trim them in one go to make sure they are all identical. I set the jig up and cut all the peanut keyholes out of the face pieces, and then it's on to getting the peanut fixings installed onto the dividers. So this is where the first jig comes into play. You can see how it speeds things up compared to using even the official peanut jig or the mini jig. No need to clamp the jig for the drilling guide because it fits tightly onto the corners. Then I slotted all the pieces together and glued up the edges, and that's the unit finished. I'm also going to use peanut fixings to attach this to the wall so the fixings won't be visible. I'm going to do a follow-up video showing that process when I install it next week.